Pisces, welcome to Aether Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning, or welcome if you're new here. We're doing a general collective reading for you today. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. Flip and switch the roles if you need to. But don't try and make any story fit. If it's not your story, just leave it. So we're going to start with some tea leaves, see what comes out for you. Alright, okay. First card's out. We've got the Well, family wishes come true. We've got the Dog, far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. We've got an Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. We've got Older Man, dealings or relationship with an older man. This could be your father or a mentor, somebody in your life. And we've got Dark Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. At the bottom of the deck, we've got Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Ooh, maybe you're getting compliments from this woman, or you could be complimenting this woman, or flip it, reverse it. Let's see. Family wishes coming true is a nice start. Let's get into the tarot. Okay, we've got a Three of Wands, King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in the reverse, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and Temperance. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you've got some plans, some family plans, perhaps, and you've got this new desire to make something work, or to push forward with this plan. I feel like you've been on the defensive. Something's been tiresome, something's been a bit of a battle with some family issue, but you haven't given up, but you're very weary. But this is like regenerating that passion for something that, I guess, had you felt worn out in the past, and now you're wanting to bring new life into a situation, going from a Nine of Wands back to an Ace of Wands. So I don't know, this could be starting a new family, or just bringing some passion back into your existing family. But we have the Moon card here, which is, there's a lot of, this could be an illusion, or there's a lot you don't know about a situation. There could be secrets or things that are hidden from your view in a situation that you're not aware of. What you're aware of is you have this renewed passion, but there could be something going on behind the scenes that you haven't got clarity on yet, or you're not sure. And I don't know if you know that this feels like somebody wants to re-spark or reconcile with somebody from the past. But there's some things you don't know about what's going on in this person's life. Maybe you feel like you know, but yeah, it feels like reconciliation. Clarify the Three of Wands. Yeah, we got the Strength card. So I feel like this is a strong family bond. This is a strong connection, or at least you feel that way. And I feel like you're wanting to be strong for your family. We've got a Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is being generous, financially supporting the family, giving them what you can, balancing something out here. And we've got the High Priestess. So I feel like you're following your intuition. What you see, maybe this person you want to reconcile with, you see them or your partner as a High Priestess energy in your life, or this is you. But definitely you are being intuitively guided on this matter. And I feel like with this Four of Swords here, there's been a lot of healing taking place. So there could have been a past issue, past matter it's needed to kind of, somebody's needed to get perspective on it and really get clear on what's important to them. And maybe this is the ex that has done this healing work and gained more strength and gained more clarity and listened to themselves with the High Priestess energy. I feel like somebody wants to do like not a full circle back to where they were before, but like renew something that had gotten old and had gotten worn down. Sort of like somebody in a long-term relationship that kind of like ended up with so many pains and issues that had been sort of swept under the rug, not resolved, not spoken about, and then but there could be quite a strong bond between the two of you, and I guess it just kind of, maybe it got old and this time of separation or whatever period of time has passed. It's like now there's a sense of wanting to renew this. Yeah, this could be reconciling with somebody from the past. We've got a King of Pentacles here, and this is under a distant friend is thinking of you. So this King of Pentacles could be that distant friend thinking of you. Clarify this King of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Cups in the reverse, like somebody is no longer sad or depressed, or maybe they've been thinking of you when you were down and out, but just keeping in touch and making sure you're doing okay. Maybe you're having a long distance phone call or something like that. Yeah, this is definitely somebody at a distance. But we've got a Knight of Swords. This might be somebody you want to catch up with, but yeah, they're quite a way away. And there could be a bit of a juggle to get things lined up schedules wise. You don't know how you would go about seeing them in the short term. The Ace of Swords in the reverse here. Four of Cups. This King of Pentacles is in the upright, which is nice because we've been seeing a few reversals in your past readings. Who is this King of Pentacles? Give me another card for the King of Pentacles to the Four of Cups. The World, yeah. Somebody is at a distance, definitely overseas. I think more so overseas than in just a different state, different part of the world. We've still got the Moon at the split. Moon keeps coming out. So either they don't know fully what's going on in your life. You might not be talking about, like, if you've got some issues with your relationship or with your family or whatever's going on in your life, you might be keeping this hidden from other people, from friends, maybe not making this public, just keeping things on the down low. this could also talk about, like, maybe you've been a bit so wrapped up in your own things that you haven't been aware of what's going on for some of the other people in your life. We've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse to the Five of Wands to the Two of Cups. So I'm wondering if this distant friend may be this dark woman that's at a distance. This could be somebody that you have or want to have a relationship with, but maybe there's been some conflict and some issues around money or work that's created conflict between the two of you. You might have felt like you were overloaded, or they felt like they were overburdened and had no help, nobody to delegate to. Maybe this was because I feel like now we're still talking about the same family dynamic, actually. Maybe somebody travels for work, and so they're constantly always at a distance. Not always, but like they're away and then they're home, then they're away, then they're home, something like this. Somebody travels a lot. And so in a relationship, this has created quite a lot of conflict because there's been no help by both parents. Maybe if there's kids or something like that, there's been a lot of time apart. So I feel like somebody's work or what they do in their career has been damaging, probably on a long-term basis. But there may not be much that can be done about this. We've got the Tower in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. So I feel like maybe somebody could be thinking that this is what's created an ending. In a relationship. But there's a problem with communication here. Like when there's an issue, it just doesn't get resolved. It doesn't get talked about. I feel like this is what somebody wants to reconcile, is a relationship that is possibly ended for now. It's just has not been working. But the Tower is in the reverse. So somebody is avoiding a Tower, maybe trying to avoid a divorce from finalizing, or a breakup from being absolutely final. Wanting to like repair this rather than just let it go. But so the advice would be to communicate, because we saw the communication was lacking in your last reading, and it's still showing up that way. It's still showing up with the Page of Swords reverse. This is not going to, like, nobody has any hope in getting things resolved. Things just don't just take care of themselves. If there's not communication, if there wasn't good communication before and there's still not good communication now, I mean, if somebody doesn't know how to communicate, or they're very awkward about this, or how to express themselves, how to discuss things, maybe it would be good to take a course in communication skills or something like that. Because it's not going to just get stepped over. And we've seen the Moon out here twice now. We've got a Knight of Cups in the reverse. So this is talking about somebody here has been, now this could be the same person, but I feel like this is a past thing. Like there's been a really emotionally manipulative energy around. Somebody who's emotionally immature as well. So I feel like this person maybe not around anymore, or this is a side of somebody that, yeah, this person has left. This could be somebody has kind of resolved that emotionally manipulative side of themselves and gotten rid of that, like done their childhood, their inner child healing work. So we've got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, like somebody's decided to turn something around and get going in a new direction. I feel like they feel like they're having a victory. Or maybe somebody chased off a Knight of Cups in the reverse. And now they think that now they've gotten rid of this Knight of Cups in reverse, they've got a chance of coming in and taking that spot. But I feel like they think they've had a victory here, and they're kind of like having a little celebration to themselves. With themselves, like their plan paid off, but the moon is still here. I don't think they see something. Like, I don't think this Knight of Cups makes much of a difference. Somebody can't see that they don't have the support they think they're going to have. They're not having the victory they think they're having. I feel like maybe somebody, like a couple broke up, but they thought that this was just a separation period, and maybe the ex is seeing somebody else, or maybe multiple people, somebody like a Knight of Cups, and they've managed to kind of like run them off, or they, something didn't work out with this Knight of Cups, and so they think that now they can just scooch back on in there and reconcile. And so they're happy about this Knight of Cups being gone. Whether they had anything to do with it or not, they're happy about this Knight of Cups being gone. But with the moon out there, I just don't see... I don't think they really know the full story. I don't think they have the full picture. And I think somebody wants to start a new cycle. Like they think some time has passed. And so the pain and the hurt from the past and whatever happened in the relationship is no longer. And now, enough time has passed that they can start a new cycle. But we've got this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Five of Swords in the reverse. It's like these past issues haven't gone away. Not with time, not with nothing. Like, there's something that this King of Pentacles isn't seeing about themselves and about the person that they want to reconcile with, I think. I feel like they've done some work on themselves. They've done some healing. They have given it time. They have given it a lot of thought. They've built a lot of inner strength. I feel like they're a changed person for sure. But the things that... But yeah, I think the things that... For one, I think the damage is already done. And sometimes there's just no coming back from it. And secondly, I think it would take a lot more. And it's good that this person has done some of this work and some of this healing. We've got the Three of Swords to the Lovers and a Six of Cups in reverse. So there's been a very unequal give and take in this relationship, which has caused a Three of Swords, and we've got an Emperor here too. So I think what this King of Pentacles doesn't realize with the Moon, what he can't see, is that there's an Emperor already in the picture. Yep. And so this, somebody wants a person to come back. There's a passion. Somebody wants to reignite this passion in a relationship and wants to come back and reconcile and transition back into a relationship that has ended. However, and they're really happy about the thought of doing this. They're really happy. They think that now this can happen. But there is an Emperor already in the picture. This is going to cause a lot of heartbreak when it's found out that there's another love in the picture. And I feel like this King of Pentacles, when they find this out, they're going to realize they can't compete with this Emperor. Like, it's completely unbalanced. There's no competition. I like the fact that this King of Pentacles is in the upright. I like the fact that he wants to start a new cycle, that he's doing the work, that he's wanting to reconcile. But I feel like too much time has passed. There has not been any communication. That communication needed to happen and needed to start a long time ago. It's still not started. This King of Pentacles is still not communicating with his words. He's not speaking it. I think he thinks that it can just be communicated by his actions. But that's not enough. And so this Emperor is coming in. This Emperor there could have been some heartbreak in this relationship with this Emperor in the past, but I feel like the heartbreak, the Three of Swords, is actually going to be when it is found out by this King of Pentacles that there's an Emperor in the picture in this love relationship. That's how I'm seeing this. So I feel like too, this King of Pentacles prides himself in being financially supportive and financially stable. But this Emperor has much more even money, and I feel like this makes somebody feel completely insecure and unstable financially, even though they're not. There's Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Now somebody could have been keeping the person that they want to reconcile with financially dependent on them, so that they would want to come back to get that financial stability back. It's like a very passive aggressive abusive tactic, actually, to try and give somebody instability or have them feel financially unstable, especially if this is a mother with kids and they rely on that family contribution because they may be full-time mum. But using this financial instability to try and have somebody come back to them, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. And it's overburdening a person. And that has pushed somebody away and created more of a transition out of this relationship than back into it. I think that's what's backfired. And see, anything with ill intentions like that backfires. And a person may not think that they have ill intentions, they just want their family back together. But it's done in a very manipulative way. It's done in a very manipulative way to try and have somebody feel financially insecure in order to make them come back to you. No way. No way. That is not cool. So not cool. So, think somebody is on this long journey and they are getting wiser, but they haven't wised up enough. I think they're getting wiser by realizing what they've lost once it's already gone, what they didn't appreciate when they had it. What's the Four of Pentacles in the reverse? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, yeah. Just clarifies what I just said. Now, also, somebody could be like hoping for the best but expecting the worst, or, I mean, preparing for the worst, not expecting the worst, but hoping for the best, preparing for the worst, meaning they want this family to come back together. However, they're planning to hide money or to, you know, transfer. Now, somebody could be using their father or an older man to help them hide money in the event that a divorce does happen. And kind of try and look like they don't have this financial stability when they do. And I feel like it's a lot of money. It's a whole lot of money. This Wheel of Fortune, it's a lot of money. So we've got the Temperance card. Something could be balancing out with this. You got the Ten of Pentacles just come out. Something is balancing out with this woman though. I feel like this dark woman, or woman with dark complexion or hair, I feel like she's balancing out her life. I feel like she could be the ex. The person that this King of Pentacles wants to reconcile with. But I feel like she's finding her own balance. I don't think it's with him. I think that he's seeing her heal and her grow within herself and through this transition that she's going through in life. But she's got that... she's got a Ten of Pentacles coming in. And I feel like this is also going to help her balance out her life, like balance out her money, because somebody's been trying to keep her in this financially unstable position. This is about to balance out for her. Also, she has an Emperor, either already there or coming in, and I feel like this is also going to boost her financial position as well, because as we saw before, that Emperor is even more financially stable than this King of Pentacles. So, and this King of Pentacles can't compete with that kind of money. So, yeah. It's really hard to come back from, I mean, there's two ways you can look at it. It's hard to come back from something from the past where there's been a lot of pain and a lot of hurt and a lot of damage done. It's hard to rebuild trust in somebody where the trust has been broken over and over, and there's just, you know, it's easier to have a fresh start than to try and retrust somebody from the past that has shown you continuously their behavior and who they are. It's hard even when you can see that somebody has made changes, because you don't know if they're just going to be putting on that temporary good behavior and then revert back to their bad behavior, or if it's a permanent change. It's easier to start something with somebody new and give that the benefit of the doubt when the trust hasn't been broken yet, or not in the same way. But then the flip side of that is you've got a lot of history, like a lot of good times, maybe children together, a family unit. And so there's, yeah, this woman has called her power back. And I feel like this is one of the things that this King of Pentacles really like admires about this woman that he wants to reconcile with. I feel like, you know, he can see what he's lost now. You can see that he's got no balance without her. She's the one that kept the balance. And she's pulled her power back. Like, she's not changed anymore to the past or to toxic behaviors. She's completely changed herself. I think they've both gone through huge transitions. I think the King of Pentacles and this woman have both transitioned and grown and leveled up and started new cycles for themselves, for their own lives. And maybe now they could make it work better than they could ever have in the past. But it's I feel like now that this woman has balanced her own life out, or is getting this balance in herself, like, why would she need this King of Pentacles again? She's got her own money. She's got her own balance and peace in her life and her own harmony. She's taken her power back. So she's no longer sad and depressed. She's coming out of financial hardship. She could be looking at starting a new career, or maybe she doesn't need to because she's going to have enough money here to do whatever she wants. And she's not going to be manipulated anymore. She's not going to engage in somebody who is trying to fight, whether it's passive aggressive or not. She's just standing in her truth. I feel like she's this Queen of Wands here in the upright. Yeah. And this Knight of Swords, I feel like he's still trying to manipulate a situation. This Knight of Swords in reverse. And I feel like this is kind of like the inner... I feel like this Knight of Cups is a different person, but I feel like this Knight of Swords is kind of the way that this King of Pentacles behaves towards her. I feel like there's still manipulative behavior, even if it's just to do with this money. I mean, the authenticity is not there. I feel like this King of Pentacles authentically does want this relationship back, this family happy unit back, whatever it is, this reconciliation. And they're very confident. I feel like he's very confident about this future. But there's a big but. Going about it, I mean, scrap the past, right? Say the past didn't matter anymore, and all the pain and all the hurt and all the things that went wrong in the past didn't even matter. Like, say that didn't happen. Just pretend that's not even part of the issue. The issue here is that this King of Pentacles is still planning for the worst case scenario. You know, if it doesn't go well, he's still deceptive and deceitful and doing this, hoping for the best and planning a plan B here. And this part of it is, you know, this is kind of, I think he just sees it as smart and he just sees it as strategic. But, like, where are all the cups out here? The only cups out here is this Knight of Cups in reverse who's gone. And this Four of Cups, which pertains to, like, how this King of Pentacles is feeling about himself. But I don't see, like, love out here. I just see financial situations out here. Sorry, Pisces, we had another power cut. So I'll just keep going where we were before that happened. So like I was saying about, I feel like with this King of Pentacles is still focused on some of the things that now, like being strategic with this money and having this plan B and having this backup plan. It's still doing the financial control thing, and it's focusing on the wrong reasons, focusing on the backup plan. They're not focusing on communication. They're not focusing on resolving and bringing up the matters from the past. They're just leaving that, pushing that still under the rug again, and thinking that because a certain amount of time has passed that can just all be forgotten. It's not forgotten. This woman has, her experience is that now that she isn't with this King of Pentacles, she has more balance in her life she's ever had. She's had more interpersonal growth, more spiritual growth, more money under her control than she's ever had. She's got more stability, more freedom. She still knows that there's financial control. Her memories of the relationship, although there were good ones, were financial control, not having balance, being controlled in other ways, because somebody doesn't just control you financially. If they control you financially, they're controlling as much as they can. So probably emotional manipulation. She remembers that there's communication issues now as there were then. That hasn't changed. And she's happier, and she's with an emperor as well. So, like, she's not thinking about going back. She's absolutely Hangman in the reverse. She's absolutely crystal clear that she's happier without this. And she's got the Fool and the Devil in reverse at the bottom of the decks. She's pulled back her power, and she's on this new journey, and she's enjoying her life. So she's not looking at going back. She doesn't want to even consider it. Not even close. She's going to avoid that tower. And, the Judgment's coming down. Like, this King of Pentacles, without talking about the past issues, without communicating, he's not taking accountability. To be able to try and step over everything that's happened in the past and not talk about it. I mean, she just sees that as irresponsible, and like the same issues are still there now as they were in the past. So I feel like she's healed all on her own, and she's been in this isolation. Now she's in a new union, and she's in the sun, and she's happy. So he's going about it in the wrong way, and yet, see, this is where, even though he's done some growth and some healing, it's not enough. It's not enough, and I feel like they're just two very different people, because he's so confident in this future, and his confidence is misplaced, because if he was this confident and he really knew her and really knew what she was like and what she needed, he would be focusing on different things. If he was like really 100% committed to making this work and giving this another shot, this reconciliation. And that's where I feel like both of these people will be okay. They will be great. He'll go through that heartbreak initially, but I think that he will continue to grow, and she will continue to grow in the future, and they may be able to have a friendship, and they may be able to be happily co-parenting in this Nine of Cups if there are children. But I think that I think that he will eventually realize and learn that they are so different. They think differently. Her needs are not being met, we're not being met, and he can find some, and probably his weren't either, in a way, because of their different priorities, their differences. I feel like he's got a lot of priority around finances, and there seems to be more emphasis and importance placed on those things. I feel like there's still sneaky behavior, there's still secrets, there's still all of that going on. And so he's still showing no trust. Well, not no trust, but misplaced trust. He's not showing 100% commitment, even with trying to reconcile. He's still got a foot out the door. So, there's a lot more growth that needs to go on here. There's a lot more healing that needs to take place. It's just what it is. So, anyway, we'll leave it there, and let's get you a Moonology card and finish up your reading. So, sorry to be doomsday. These are actually great cards out here. I don't feel bad about this reading. I just think that this whole thing is a bit misplaced with this King of Pentacles, and his confidence is misplaced in this situation, and I feel like his confidence is also misplaced in the separation, like the plan A and the plan B. Honestly, it's strange because I feel like I don't know, like he's conscious of it. We've got you are good enough, full moon in Virgo, and we've got confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, I feel like this man's confidence will work for him, just in a different situation. But maybe he doesn't feel good enough to go out there and meet somebody new. So he's drawing back to what he has known for a long time. And maybe it's a bit misplaced. That's all I keep getting. Like it's kind of like a false confidence, or it's a distorted, it feels like a distorted masculinity. So full moon in Virgo. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humbled to the point of being self-efficating? Humility is good, but it can go too far, and drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other side of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Attune to the moon. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your life. Additional meanings for this card. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Yes, see, I feel like that's to do with the communication that hasn't been happening. Stop second guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home and your office. It's a time to sort what's good in life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. So, yeah, maybe this whole relationship has become very critical of, you know, the other person. And without communication, there's just that criticism can build up because they don't get anything resolved, and so it never like if there were misunderstandings, they can't even really talk about them, and then realize, okay, I took that wrong, I got that wrong, now I understand why you said what you said or you did what you did. I'm not a mind reader. So then the criticisms just built and built and built, and they've lost their balance, and she's found her balance outside of the relationship. So anyway, okay, we'll leave it there. So Pisces, this is your reading. Hope it resonates. Hope you got some clarity and some other stuff out of it. And if you like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help this community to grow. I really appreciate all your likes, comments, and subscribes. It really helps. And I'll be back in a couple of days with another reading for you, so keep your notification bell switched on so you get all the updates, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.